Moved several steps in this direction. Our Ennore unit, for example, is today our export center for excellence, and our products move from here to places as far as South America. In addition to the 24 ports in our state, the recent announcement of a massive port in Kolachal is an added bonus. By investing in port connectivity and infrastructure and port capacity expansion, we could make significant headway. Tamil Nadu can position itself as a primary hub for export for any kind of manufactured goods. I believe that our investments need to be in improving the quality of our infrastructure more than the size. We need to meet these standards set by the countries of Southeast Asia and other global hubs. Second is to become the hub of technology and skill-intensive manufacturing. Tamil Nadu has the industrial depth and the richness of talents to produce high-quality, value-added products. We are not just a manufacturing hub, but also a major center for R&D and for information technology. By combining these skills, Tamil Nadu can become a hub for production of advanced products such as robots, aerospace products, advanced machinery, and so on. This will require investments in enhancing the quality of our graduates and developing centers of excellence in this field. Lastly, this is also to become the most friendly state for startups. Today, vast amounts are being invested in startup companies spanning a wide range of sectors. By setting up a startup-friendly business environment, Tamil Nadu can attract vast investments, create a wide range of jobs, and generate new pathways for its products to reach a wider audience through e-commerce. This will require us to create high-quality social infrastructure in education, healthcare, and housing, and also in entertainment and transport. In summary, we have done well in building the foundation for a highly industrialized, urbanized economy in Tamil Nadu. We are entering the next phase where we will jointly invest in enhancing the quality of our offerings, which is in infrastructure, skills and administration, so that we can become truly global. Ashok Leyland was born in Tamil Nadu and was nurtured by our parent state to reach where we are today, the fourth largest bus manufacturing company in the world and the 13th largest truck manufacturing company in the world. This has been possible because the government of Tamil Nadu holding and encouraging and guiding us all along the way. This is our home. We love it here. We invite all of you, fellow members and investors from across the world, to come make in Tamil Nadu, make Tamil Nadu your home, and help make Tamil Nadu one of your foremost global hubs in manufacturing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dasari. In fact, how to make Tamil Nadu an automobile export hub will be one of the key points of discussion that we will unpack in course of this session. Talking of exports, we are absolutely privileged to have Mr. SHO, the Director and CEO of Hyundai Motor India. Hyundai, as most of you would know, is the largest car exporter in India, exporting over 1 million cars. Thank you so very much, Mr. O. Over to you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am the CEO of Hyundai Motor India in Chennai, and I am in charge of production, including passenger car and powertrain. First of all, on behalf of Hyundai Motor India, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister. And I also thank all the government officials and the businessmen of Tamil Nadu for their extreme contribution to industrial growth in Tamil Nadu. It is a great honor for us to be part of this Global Investors Meet 2015. As you are aware, Hyundai Motor Company is the fifth largest automaker in the world, and Hyundai Motor India in Chennai has been growing steadily since it started its production in 1998. Now, it is enjoying the reputation as the second largest passenger car maker in India with an annual production of more than 6.8 lakhs units. In July 2015, we have achieved 6 million units in sales and production, and in which we achieved 2 million units in exports across 120 countries as made in Chennai cars. All our achievements were possible only because of the continued support from government of Tamil Nadu. It is a well-known fact that Tamil Nadu has been one of the very few states which attract a lot of foreign investment. I also would wish to mention that Tamil Nadu is one of the few states which have a peaceful industrial climate. Industrial peace is associated with quality, productivity, and profitability, and hence assumes more importance. Subsequent to the announcement of Tamil Nadu Automobile and Auto Components Policy 2014, clearly reveals the government's initiatives in capitalizing Chennai among the top global auto clusters in India. The state has an excellent infrastructure which has attracted major global automakers here. I am confident that excellent pool of skilled and talented manpower, improved infrastructure, progressive and industry-friendly policy regime will make Tamil Nadu as an attractive investment destination. We, as Hindemoto India, will continue to work hard to make a contribution to the economic development of Tamil Nadu based on close cooperation with government of Tamil Nadu. In addition, we will try our best to become a symbol of Korean-Indian economic cooperation. Nandri Wanakam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. O, for the overall overview that you've given us. Industrial peace indeed is a very important point, and we've seen in the not too long back the sort of industrial disputes arising in different parts of India. With that, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me now to invite Mr. Vivekanand, the director of Caterpillar in India. He's responsible for the performance of the overall Caterpillar operations in India, as well as developing and executing the long-term strategy for Caterpillar. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. Rajiv Ranjan, Principal Secretary, Highways and Minor Port Department, Government of Tamil Nadu. At the outset, I would like to thank CAI and the Government of Tamil Nadu for providing me the opportunity to speak at this event. It is indeed a great privilege and an honor to be here among this distinguished panel. So before I get started, let me just give a brief overview of Caterpillar. Caterpillar is the world's leading manufacturer of construction and mining equipment, diesel and natural gas engines, and industrial gas turbines and diesel electric locomotives. Everything what we do is something which can directly impact the infrastructure development of an economy as such. And in 1930 is the year when Caterpillar sold the first machine in India, and today we manufacture a range of machines in India, and most of the machines what we manufactured in India actually are from the state of Tamil Nadu. And Caterpillar journey in India began with the Hindustan Motors in Tiruvallur, where we had a technical tie-up way back in 1984 and eventually acquired that plant in the year 2001. And Caterpillar also had an engine business which was a joint venture, and then it got eventually acquired in the year 2006. So we have two major operations in state, one in Chennai and another one in Hosur. And these are the state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities which has got the world-class infrastructure, and these facilities produce the off-highway trucks which are predominantly used in the mines, and excavators which are used for constructions, and backhoe loaders which are predominantly used for constructions, and skid steer loaders, and also the diesel generating gensets from the range of 500 to 2000 kVA. And on top of it, we also have a R&D center in Chennai, wherein we have a large number of people who do the design and design of the products for the global footprint, what we have all around the world. Again, the investment made by Caterpillar in this state would be close to $800 million over the last few years. And if you were to really look at the total number of people whom we employ, it's around 5,000 people in just the state alone. And so, why did we really choose Tamil Nadu? The state offers an efficient and helpful administration and a favorable industrial climate, like most of my colleagues here actually told, and which really helps any of the companies to operate very smoothly. And the role that the state government of Tamil Nadu plays in promoting and supporting economic and industrial growth has been truly outstanding. And again, it's not to do with when you really start up a facility, it's also about a sustainable support what we get from the government in terms of just running and nurturing the future growth of the organization as such. The second is definitely something which most of the people here talked about, talent. Because we are in a heavy manufacturing environment which really requires some special talents, and this is the place to be if you want to really just attract some special talents for a highly skilled job across all trades and categories. And that's something which is available in abundance in this state, and that's predominantly one of the reasons. And it's not just the highly skilled specialized skills, but more than that, like what we saw today. This state has got the maximum number of technical institutions and probably produces the most number of technical graduates in any given year, and which really helps us to have this as a global hub for R&D on top of manufacturing. Again, last but not the least, definitely for a global company, what is really required is how good you are connected to the suppliers and then the customers. And if you were to really look at the infrastructure piece of it, there is a good amount of connectivity by road, air, as well as the port. And again, I don't need to really say the statistics, and we saw in the morning how much of infrastructure we have as a competitive advantage for this state. And that's something which is really good in terms of ensuring that we have a good access to the raw material as well as a good access to all the customer base what we have. And again, these are definitely some of the big things which definitely the state has got. And again, needless to say, like most of my colleagues said, there are definitely opportunity for improvement. And I know a couple of quarters back and a few months back, if I were to talk, I would have talked about power, but that's something which the government of Tamil Nadu really has done a tremendous job, and now we are tending towards a power surplus state. Again, a big round of applause to the government of Tamil Nadu for that. And more so, it's not just about the power surplus, the kind of focus what the government has got on the sustainability piece of it, the renewables, and I think that's definitely a sort of a differentiating factor for this state. And again, the government should continue to lead the pack in terms of focusing on renewables, which will be really giving a sustainable future in the days to come. And infrastructure, definitely it's relative. I think the pace at which the industry growth is happening in the city is much more than the pace of growth of infrastructure, and that's definitely something if we can bridge the gap between the infrastructure rate of growth as well as the industrial growth, which would make it a lot more effective. And it's not something nothing is happening. Definitely a significant progress has been made, and we have been a big user of port, which currently is under Mr. Rajiv Ranjan, and we have got the maximum tonnages shipped out of the port of Chennai for the last 3 years in a row. And so I think we can definitely see the quantum of improvement and then the responsiveness of how they handle those requests over the last 3 years. So there has been a tremendous improvement, and what we need to do is just probably do the same pace of improvement in a much more aggressive way. And I'm sure there are a lot more things which is on the cards which will give us the confidence that that will continue to happen. And of course, one of the things which is really changing in this world is the technologies, what we actually do day in and day out in terms of what we do to make products much more competitive, not just for the market we serve, but also for the market which is actually emerging. And that really calls for some significant focus on the skills development. I know Skills India is definitely one of the big initiatives which the current Prime Minister has really just put some extra thrust on. And just like how Tamil Nadu was really leading the pack when it came to the point of liberalization, which is announced by the government of India, I think if Tamil Nadu can take the same lead in terms of putting some extra focus on skills enhancement, that would be an added competitive differentiator forever for this state. So with this, I once again thank the state government of Tamil Nadu for being responsive and continuously extending the support to us here. We are also thankful to Department of Industries in Tamil Nadu for the continued support and guidance. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Vivekanand. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Yang Boon Nam, the Managing Director of Visteon Automotive Systems. Visteon has 3 manufacturing plants, one, of course, in Chennai, the other 2 being in Gujarat and Maharashtra.
Anay barakum warakam. Lingelam epri inokingger. Thank government, Tamil Nadu government and the CIA for giving this opportunity of to introduce my company and to talk about the appreciation and the expectation for the government. Oh, should I control this one? Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me move on the business overview. Visteon India is the part of Hanon system, which formerly called Hala Visteon Climate Control. And Hanon is one of the largest automotive component company, and it is headquartered in Korea. Global sales of Hanon in 2014 was $5 billion, and it is present in 19 countries across Asia, Europe, North and South America. Currently, Hanon have employed about 15,500 people in 38 manufacturing sites, and it has 4 global technical centers. Hanon supplies its product to the global automotive players. Coming to presence in India. For manufacturing sites located in India, and the regional headquarters is placed in Chennai. Other manufacturing facilities in Pune mainly for Mahindra, and Viadi is for the Maruti Suzuki, and the new plant in Sanand, Gujarat, mainly for Ford. And we also have an engineering center in Bhiwadi near Chennai, near Delhi. And we are on the progress to establish second R&D center in Chennai now. Overall, close to 4,500 people work for in India for the Visteon. Move to Pasi Chennai plant. With the initial investment of $28 million, Chennai plant has started the operation since 1997. In the last 2 decades, we have invested more than $100 million in this Chennai plant. Chennai plants become the largest manufacturing site in the entire India and South Asia, or this South Asia region. Chennai plant become, and also it has global software technical center in here. Currently, about 2,000 people are working for Visteon Chennai plant. Chennai plant makes entire family of products like cooling module and compressor and HVAC systems for the passenger vehicle. We supply to Hyundai, Ford, Mahindra, Renault Nissan, and other OEMs. This slide shows the Visteon support is our products for the popular light vehicle and the SUV in India. The leading models are Hyundai Creta, Grand i10, Ford EcoSports, Figo Expire, Mahindra XUV 500, and Maruti Ciaz. I would like to say appreciation for the government and our expectation from now on. We have had a very positive experience since we came here in 1997. We are extremely grateful to the government of Tamil Nadu for extending the much needed support to us, especially in terms of infrastructure support and incentive for local manufacturing and a single window clearance for all license and approvals and sufficient water supply. Very, very thanks for this. Today in the morning, I heard very good commitment from the CM, but some more expectation here. So I would like to say about the further expectation to activate the potential as a manufacturing hub. First, improving the tax environment and simplifying the tax structure, especially the implementation of GST will come through in helping the industry. Secondly, reforms in labor sector are very, very essential. Flexibility in labor management is one of the considered factors by the industry for new investment and expansions. From this, job creation also will increase. Third one is the infrastructure development, which are road, port, public transportation system, power, barrel sewage management systems, water management systems, so on. These are very important elements for economic growth. Hence, we would like to request government, state, to give the special attention, please. Finally, human resources is the backbone of the country, especially for an emerging market like India. Right skill and education should be provided to young generation with industry-focused curriculum so that they become employable. Therefore, more institutions and vocational centers are required across the state. With this, I end my presentation. We have had a very fruitful 2 decades of existence in Tamil Nadu, and we are very grateful to the government for the support and help. We hope to continue our journey and expand our business in Chennai and India. And we expect that we can get the support from the government of Tamil Nadu and the government of India in future also. Thank you very much. Nandri.
Thanks so much, Mr. Nam. I'm glad you raised the issue of GST because that is something that the automobile industry has been really looking forward to, but for reasons best known to us, it has not seen the light of the day so far. Next, ladies and gentlemen, gives me immense pleasure to invite Mr. Michael Bonham, an industry veteran who's currently the executive chairman of the Sewells Group. Many would also know him as the former managing director of Ford from 2007 to 2012. Mr. Bonham, great to have you with us.
Thanks, Roy. Thank you very much. Vanakkam. Hi. What a pleasure it is for me to be back here in Chennai, a city I called home for 4 years of my 5.5 years living here in India. Tamil Nadu is already a powerhouse in India from a local market perspective. Two-wheeler, passenger vehicle and commercial, local and MNC OEMs are all present here. Further opportunities are significant, however, not just from a local perspective, but critically, as has already been spoken about from my counterparts, an export perspective. With apologies to my friends in the two-wheeler and commercial vehicle industry, I'll speak on what I know best, the passenger vehicle industry or segment. Based on SIAM data, Vinoth will be very happy I'm quoting SIAM here. I'm also a veteran of that. Tamil Nadu during the FY April 2014 to March 2015 exported 542,000 vehicles, 542,000. 62% of all exports of passenger vehicles from India. This financial year it continues at a pace with Tamil Nadu exporting close to 60% of all the passenger vehicle exports and 75% of all small UV exports from India. Powerhouse MNCs such as Hyundai, Nissan and Ford, all with manufacturing bases here, have contributed significantly. They are major employers here, attracted by the impressive competencies demonstrated in Tamil Nadu. What are they? From my experience here, the following provides the substantive reasons why Tamil Nadu is so attractive from an automotive manufacturing perspective, and I will repeat some of what my friends have already said, which is pleasing because there's consistency. But also, as we all should do, I wanted to question and challenge what more can be done to make Chennai and Tamil Nadu even more attractive. Tamil Nadu supplies a stable industry policy for MNCs and local manufacturers, welcoming of investment, transparent, stable and apolitical. This is critical to OEMs and suppliers as a part of the decision-making process in where to invest globally. Auto manufacturers in general want to build where they sell. But with a country such as India, it is imperative to feel comfortable that no matter what political party is in power, industry policy will be consistent, welcoming and supportive of investment. And that is the case here. A consistent availability of an educated, capable workforce, again, already spoken about. Education, competence and ambition are readily available here in Tamil Nadu. A strong technical and tertiary tradition enables OEMs to feel confident that their workforce will meet the demanding standards of the automotive industry, from the associates on the shop floor through to senior management positions. Willingness of education institutions here to engage with OEMs in partnerships to develop employees from an academic perspective, supporting the industry, and individual employees within those OEMs to achieve their aspirations was and is an attractive point of difference for Tamil Nadu relative to other states. This must continue and must further develop. Power has been spoken about a lot today, and I'm not going to reinforce it other than to say it's great news to hear that things have significantly improved and that there is a focus. And that must continue not just for OEMs, such as the one I work for and Hyundai and so on, but also right through to tier 2, 3 and 4 suppliers who must be ready to support and supply OEMs on requirement. Port access, and this relates to my point about where I believe Tamil Nadu has an opportunity to be the #1 exporting site globally, not just here in India. It's an area critical to continue the drive, the success already experienced in Chennai as an attractive export location. As the volumes of trucks transporting vehicles and components like engines for export increases, it's absolutely imperative that the government continues its commitment to ready access to ports on transporter-dedicated roads. Best practice globally is taking away the requirement to interact with normal cars and two-wheelers on main roads. I also understand this should not be just on the roads, but also alternate transport systems such as rail for long haul of materials and vehicles. This, of course, needs to be worked on with other states and central government, recognising there are already plans in place for rail and road transport of goods in the north through to the south. Tamil Nadu must be a critical partner in this process to ensure effective movement of components and vehicles in India and from our ports. With the expansion of exports of both passengers and two-wheeler and commercial vehicles, the ports themselves need to be world-class in access, turnaround times and infrastructure. Ports in Tamil Nadu, in my experience, have been good, but need to benchmark themselves continuously against the world's best. Singapore, for instance.